What's going on, guys? This one's going to be insane. We're back with some more SAMSON, who is quickly becoming one of my favorite artists, guys, blowing up over here. Now, this one is called Someone Had to Say It. And, you know, obviously he talks about a lot of political stuff. He talks about, you know, religion. He talks about all the really controversial stuff in the world. And this one's going to be no different. He talks about how during the pandemic there was like people receiving payments. And I worked the whole time during the pandemic, guys. I worked a lot. It was really, really tough. You know, you had to wear a mask. There had to be like a screen. Then they had to wear a mask. And sometimes it was like a double mask. Sometimes it was double screens. So it was very hard to understand people for a year. You know, it was very hard to work in that kind of environment, you know, around people wearing a mask constantly. It was crazy hectic. I worked a few different jobs during that time. You know, luckily I'm able to do this kind of full time now, you know, with part-time jobs in between. But, you know, getting paid for regular jobs nowadays is shit, guys. You get shit pay for shit work. Oliver Anthony talks about it. This one should be insane, guys. And yeah, let's get it, man. I wish I received some sort of payments. Didn't get anything, guys. It sucks. Not even once. Terrible.
Where the fuck's my money? I've been working all day, getting dirty as a bitch, busting my tail. Coming home, covered in oil, covered in grease. Having trouble trying to scrub the brake dust from my fingernails. No help at the shop, only me, cause we're understaffed, cause nobody wants to get a job now. Friends hit me up after work, but I don't want to do shit. The whole damn day I was bogged down. At the end of the week, I get my check. I hold it up next to my friends and get annoyed. And he laughs cause I didn't make half of what he made. I worked every single day and his ass is unemployed. You say there's no jobs, you say there's no one hiring. Every time I open up my phone and go online, I see a lot of positions, but you just listen to the politicians telling you there's not. So you don't even take the time to read. Don't lie.
Ooh, so he's saying basically that people complain about that they don't have any work. That's never been my reality, guys. My reality has never been that I don't want to work hard. You know, every single day for the last 10, 12 years, I've woken up, hit the gym. That's the first thing. And then, you know, you always got to hit the gym because you know, the job, your work itself will be taxing physically if you have, you know, some different jobs. But for the most part, you'll be on the laptop or it'll be some sort of, you know, administration work or something like that. So your body needs to get taxed as well as your mind, guys. If you just go into work every day and just do one aspect, you're not really getting the most out of it. You need to tire your body out as well as your mind, right? As well as yourself. So yeah, he's saying there's no jobs to work, guys. Even if you're not working, you should be working on yourself every day. You know, a lot of people say, well, it's not all about money. I've never seen you wake up for anything in your life except the goddamn money, guys. So when people say that to me, I know they're full of shit. You know, it is about the money. You know what I mean? I'm doing this channel because of the money. I love music too, but I want to make a business out of it. I work 12 hours a day on this shit, and I hit the gym for 2 hours a day. You know what I mean? Or an hour a day. Don't be a lazy son of a bitch, guys. You know what I mean? Don't be lazy is the motto of this one.
See a lot of positions, but you just listen to the politicians telling you there's not. So you don't even take the time to read. Don't lie to me, it's a fact. All these stupid politicians want to act like it's slim picking, and it's hard to get when it's so bad. But how come every business that I visit's always understaffed? May not be the job you want, may not be your dream career. You could do something in the meantime while you wait for things to clear. Hobby.
Yeah, guys, like, don't just quit your job. You know, especially if you don't have any savings, don't quit your job. You know, especially just do like part-time work until you get the dream career that you want. You know, if you want to be a lawyer, you know, don't just wait until you get a job as a lawyer. That might take 10 years, guys. Like, shit, man. Actually try and work. Every single day you should be working, guys. Every single day since I was 16 years old, I'm working hard as hell every single day towards a goal. And that goal changes over time, guys. So just because you're not working for someone else, guys, doesn't mean you're not working really hard every single day. Actually, the people that don't work regular jobs, they work 10 times harder than people that work every single day. It depends on what kind of work that you're doing, guys. You understand? Right? So, you know, just working a regular job, it doesn't have to be a regular job, but if you're getting a good income from something else, guys, that's what you should be aiming towards if you're not working a regular job. So that's never really been my frame of mind ever. You know, to just sit around and just collect. You know, it's just like kind of crazy. Chill and collect. CNC, guys.
Your staff may not be the job you want, may not be your dream career. You could do something in the meantime while you wait for things to clear. Hobby Lobby starting out at 17, buddy. You could get a job there instead of collecting free money. I'm just saying, if you're my age and able, you don't need the government's aid to stay stable. Leave it for people who really need it, you piece of shit. Go and get a fucking job to get paid and be grateful. You're not incapable, you're lazy as fuck. But at the same time, I don't really blame you. If they were handing it out and I had absolutely no pride, I would take it too. I mean, fuck it. I'm the real dumbass. I'm the one working hard. I'm still busting my ass. People I haven't seen in a minute come up to me and ask me if I'm still working. I say, yeah. And they're like, fuck that. Didn't you hear? They're giving this shit out for free now. And I'm like, how? And they're like, what do you mean, how? You don't have to have a reason to get it. They barely notice. You just go online and apply and tell them you're scared of COVID. And just like that, you don't got a real job, but you still get paid. God, I feel robbed.
Guys, like, that whole time during the pandemic for 2 years was a joke, man. I worked the entire time through that. Never really took. Just the beginning part, I was off for maybe like 2 months. Never did any collection of any welfare or anything like that. Especially in Ireland, guys. The welfare, I think the welfare in Ireland is the highest in any European country. It's like €240 or 260, something like that, guys. It's high as hell. And if you're in between jobs, I would, you can say take that or try and get, something, try and work a hustle. I mean, you should have savings as well. I've always lived off my savings, guys. I've always had quite good savings, because I'm able to live at my own at my parents' house. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, the goal is to get my own place, this kind of thing, or rent. Renting is it's kind of shy in this country, but do what you gotta do, guys. Don't just wait around and don't do anything. Action, guys. Action. Doing something every single day is the greatest thing to do. If you're just sitting around doing nothing, that is what's gonna kill you, guys. That is literally gonna kill you, man. But yeah, sitting around and getting the welfare in this country is like €260. Shit, when I was working the whole during the pandemic, I had no money, guys. Whenever I'm working, instead of doing my own personal businesses, that's when I have the least amount of money. Because the money that you get from the regular jobs is okay, but it's really about €350 after taxes, which in this climate now is just, it's shit, guys. €350 a week is just, you're living barely paycheck to paycheck. And you can't, it's just very, very tough time. Very, very tough time. And that's outside Dublin. If you live in Dublin, guys, it's going to be tough to live on a regular paycheck in Dublin. I don't know how people do it, honestly. I honestly don't know how people do it. There's just such a we have a homeless crisis in Ireland. There's like 15,000 people homeless. It's insane, dude.
Can't say that I never thought of doing it. I don't want to contribute to all this fucking foolishness and assist the government in creating this dependency. If you don't know what I'm saying, then just wait till the end and see. When everybody's free money gets cut off, you think they're gonna go straight to work again? Fuck off.
Yeah, guys, and that's the thing. After the pandemic, nobody went back to work. Like, I remember, I worked different jobs here and there, but then I was like, I kind of better off focusing on my own business. Business is the greatest thing. Getting money from this is like heaven on earth. It's like, there's nothing better in the whole world than running your own business, right? That's why people do it, because the level, there's no cap on how much money you can earn. It's basically how much you put into it, how much work you're willing to do. And I'm willing to work really hard. If you're not willing to work really hard, guys, then just get, something regular, and kind of just put in your 9 to 5. But if you want to excel in life, get something do a hustle, sell cars or sell this, da-da-da. Get hustling jobs, guys. Don't just work regular shit, because living nowadays, I don't know how people live on regular wages. It's crazy, bro. It's like insane, dude. Honestly. And not working, guys, to me, that's just I don't understand how people don't want to. It's just the jobs or shit. I get that. Like, some of the jobs, guys, that here in Ireland, yeah, you wouldn't give them to the dog. Like, you wouldn't give them to the monkey, but do that for the time being until you get enough to do your own business. That's what I did. Pretty much worked every shit job, every single job. And I still worked part-time jobs as well, tour guiding, hustling jobs, hustling. Never just sit at home and do nothing, guys. That is the worst. Especially don't work out. Oh my God, guys. You're just going to die. You're just going to do nothing. You're going to be a soft guy and it's going to be bad.
Straight to work again? Fuck off. Let me clear the air. I know a lot of people really felt the wrath of this. I'm not talking to you and I'm not knocking you, dude. I know some folks were in bad shape after this. Like, you got kids and a wife and you had a good job and the dividends were nice and you lost it all of a sudden over this fucking bullshit and you needed something just to keep you winning in this fight. I understand. We're all fucked in the end, though. So we might as well come together. No matter who you are and no matter who you voted for, I really do believe we need something better. Is it me? Or is it crazy as fuck that at a time like this with a horrible disease, they would make us wait for those tiny little checks just so they could give money to other foreign countries? Send the money to Pakistan. Why? For gender studies, we have to, man. I know you're worried and this shit is really scary, but send $1 billion to the Egyptian military and fuck it. Send another to the Smithsonian. Yeah, I know this shit ain't even open, but fuck it again. Shut up and spend. What about the fallen trees? 2 million, we need to study them. Ever wonder how many amberjack fish are currently swimming in the Gulf of Mexico? No. Well, I want to know that shit right now. 2.5 million, motherfucker, now let it go. You run.
Yeah, bro, America is insane with their spending, bro. So you kind of described a lot of places like the felling of the trees, the Smithsonian, which is like a museum, but it's also developing different things historical stuff in America. But yeah, it's crazy, guys. There's so much money to spend and is wasted in America. It's unbelievable. It's there because they have the biggest economy by a mile. You know, by a mile, guys. So it's like the amount of money they're spending is just crazy, bro, on the dumbest shit. And it's kind of starting to look like that in Ireland too, guys. In Ireland, it's like, bro, we're spending. I'm reading about sometimes on the news articles. Oh, we spent 10 million here. I'm like, 10 million on what? Like some dumb shit. So yeah, it's just crazy. You know, on some lake or something. It's like, Jesus, like, do we really need to do that? People are homeless on the street dying. No, you know, no joke.
Well, I want to know that shit right now. 2.5 million, motherfucker, now let it go. You run a business? Shut it the fuck down. And if you don't, we're gonna find you till you do. It's way too dangerous. And if you don't understand, then maybe you going broke. We'll finally get it through.
Yeah, it's insane, guys. I remember, like, they were shutting down gyms in Ireland and gyms in the US and watching different YouTubers and how they fought against the lockdown of gyms and stuff. It's like, dude, your business is your livelihood. Like, if this YouTube channel shut down, you know, you would imagine that you'd be able to pivot, you know, and you would be able to if you have enough clout, if you have enough of a following. But, like, you know, the internet, you have to pretty much make money on the internet nowadays. At least it's a side hustle, because it's very, very hard to run a regular business with a pop-up shop if they're going to be shutting down the world every few years now, right? You know, it's crazy.
And last but not least,
here we go.
For our hard-working, tax-paying Americans who stuck it out through this pandemic and put their lives on the line so we could keep our economy rolling. Those little people we like to call essential. I give to you 600 big ones. Don't go spending it all in one place now.
So, yeah, in the US, they were quite good, right? Or quite bad, I mean. In Ireland, they were unbelievably good. So in the US, after 2 years of lockdown, or a year after lockdown or whatever, they gave you €600. Like, that is nothing, guys. In Ireland, to put it in perspective, if you had a regular job before the pandemic, you got €350. You know, and it was amazing to see that. I was like, whoa, where's everybody in Ireland getting this money from? You know, I was going to work at some shit job. And did it make me resentful? No, guys. I don't really count another man's money or another, you know, person's money. I don't ever look at it like that. But it does make you think, like, Jesus, like, I'm working my ass off. I was doing 40 hours a week in some shit job, driving all day. It was dog shit. Neglecting the YouTube channel when I should have been doing the YouTube channel. Always focus on yourself, guys. Always focus on yourself. Don't listen to people when they say things to you like, oh, you're lazy or whatever, because you don't work regular work. Never listen to those people, guys. Those are the kind of people that work like slaves their whole life and never ever progress in their entire life. They never start businesses. Now everybody in my household starts businesses because of me. Now everybody in my household is earning good money from their own business because of me. You understand, guys? When you do your own business, man, when you stop being a shit muncher, okay, you develop skills that you will never develop working a regular 9 to 5, if that's not what you want to do. Now, some people that I know earn hundreds of thousands a year, 250,000 a year, working their regular job as bankers or something like that. That's different, guys. If you have a career job, I'm just saying, if you work in a local shop, you know, and you're not happy where you're at, your little 9 to 5, like I was doing, working in a health food shop for a year and a half or whatever. Take the leap, guys. Don't be afraid to risk, you know. Don't listen to other people, guys. Don't count another man's money. Don't risk. Don't listen to other people, guys. I guarantee you'll make it. When you work really hard on something every single day, after a few years, it just starts to pay you loads of money, guys. I don't know how else to say it. Guys. When you work very, very hard on something for years and years, no matter what it is, guys, bodybuilding or whatever, you start to see dividends from that, guys. You start to see good returns, from that. And it always happens. I've never seen it not happen, guys. I've never seen it not happen. In the 11 years I've been working out, the 11 years I've been working hard towards different goals, in my head I always knew I wanted to do something else, not just regular shit. I have to do something else. You eventually make it, guys. 100% of the time. Don't ever listen to the naysayers, guys, because a lot of the naysayers, bro, like, I don't know what it is, man. They get happy themselves because they know they'll never do what you do, guys. They're like jealous. They're just low-level scumbag pieces of shit that will never do what you do, guys. A lot of people watching this now understand what I mean by that. Working a regular job is great if it's a career, if you're progressing in your